My name is Dr. Rodney Adeniyi-Jones. I'm a physician, integrated and functional medicine in London. I've worked with EFT for about 10 years, and I was excited just at the name FasterEFT, because with EFT, you always want to go faster. But what really amazed me was the genuine speed and effectiveness of Robert Smith's FasterEFT. And having looked at the videos, looked at the DVDs, I thought to myself, well, I've done a big training video DVD program, so I think I've got it down. I was really amazed at the quantity and quality of information directly from watching him work that I received during this week-long training. And I certainly feel that my effectiveness using FasterEFT is going to be hugely increased as a result of having been here this week. It's been a moderate part of my practice, but certainly I expect to use a lot more in the mind-body section, and I'm really quite excited. Integrated functional medicine. This means, firstly, integrated means that we integrate, if you like, inside-the-box thinking with outside-the-box thinking. So while we do use lab tests and x-rays and so on, and about 3 times a year I'll prescribe a pharmaceutical drug, most of the time the interventions are with herbs, with nutrients, with homeopathics, with manual therapies, with pulsed magnetic fields, and obviously with mind-body modalities, of which FasterEFT is now by far and away my most favorite. Well, firstly, he has some very interesting and very clear concepts about how the universe works, what, if you like, responsibility is, what we're responsible for in the world, which is essentially how we exist, perceive, and project. And that all the world that we feel that is doing stuff to us clearly isn't. And he's articulated this extremely well, and he's put it together in a very elegant package that allows people to gradually understand this way of operating as a very, very empowering and effective way of operating. So that's the first thing. But the second thing, having watched the DVDs, I was really thrilled to discover that with Robert, what you see in the DVDs is what you get as the human being, and with every word that came out of his mouth, he was affirming and projecting the love and the truth that he sees and speaks. So whereas some people will say one thing and you gradually notice different ways in which they're doing something different, the more time you spend with Robert, the more mildly surprised you are at the fact that there is an amazing consistency. That's really very valuable. For me, working with patients, some of the things he did, apart from being amazing and very good, but there are times when he would ask a patient to tell you about a therapeutic failure that he had had. Now, we know there are no failures. There's experience, there's learning, and ultimately each person owns their own experiences. But things that, others might try to hide, things that I would look at and say, gosh, it's really good to know that he's projecting what I consider to be the reality, which is that you do well with some, it's harder with others, and this is how life is. But the quality of his work is outstanding.